welcome to my channel. I've literally been dying to say those words. I did a little Q&A on Instagram, so let's do this look together while I answer all of those questions. Let's start with the basics. My name is Pascal, but most people know me as Pazzy. I am actually a qualified teacher, but I literally just love creating. Anything that's got to do with beauty, makeup, skincare, hair care, fashion, and that's why I got into content creating, especially the makeup side. That's what I started with, and then slowly I started moving into skincare, and now it's like grown even more. I do live in Durban, and a lot of people seem to think that I'm either in Joburg or Cape Town, but no. I am married. I know I look like I'm like 20 something, but I'm actually 30. I have been with my husband for about 13 years, and we've been married for 3 of them. Naturally, majority of the questions were about being an influencer, content creating, so most of this video is going to be about that. But I'm also going to be looking at filmmaking as a whole, my equipment, how I started, and just a little bit about me and my life. This question came up the most, and honestly, I became a content creator because I think in South Africa, content creation became really big during COVID. A lot of the influencers we were seeing, they kind of just loved everything, and I found that really hard to believe. And I wanted to be a voice for people that they could really trust and believe that when I said I like something, I actually mean that, and I'll give reasons why I like those things. Consumerism is huge nowadays, and we understand that. It's so hard to believe what you see online. I just didn't want to add to that. I wanted my page and my presence to be really authentic, and to know that if people needed advice or they wanted to know about something, they could really trust that the opinion or the review I gave was wholesome and it was real. As I kept making videos and talking about my own experiences, I really started to grow that community. People kept asking me to make certain videos or review certain products. Of course, with that came the influence of what I was doing. If you do want to become an influencer, I have tons and tons of tips and tricks on my TikTok especially. I will put all my socials in the caption below, so you guys can go and follow me there as well. Here are just a few extra pointers that I will put on this video. You really have to have that drive and that passion behind what you want to talk about. You need to be able to tell people why you love promoting what you're talking about. Yeah, getting free products and getting these perks, of course, they are always so exciting and they definitely add to the job. But if you're in it only for the free stuff, then unfortunately, this is not the job for you. If you're a creator yourself, you'll know how much time and effort it takes to make these types of videos. It is like a full-time commitment job, but really think about what you want your niche to be. And you've probably heard this one 100 times. You have to just start. You have to start. Unfortunately, nobody else can do it for you, and that really is so true. Nobody's going to make the videos for you, and nobody can talk for you. Now, if you are at the point of already starting, we need to move on to your equipment. I was asked what equipment I use, so some of it I am currently using, and I will put pictures instead. When you are first starting out, lighting is more important than your actual camera itself. Your phone camera, as long as you're using the back camera more than the front, will definitely be good enough. Ironically, the sun just went behind a cloud as I'm talking about lighting. Personally, I don't like ring lights because they always cut out the middle part of the lighting, which kind of takes away like a majority of the light when you are filming. But they are very affordable and they are worth it when you are first starting out. If you've got the money, rather get LED panels. However, this is the equipment that I use. Right now, I'm using my Canon M50 Mark II. It is one of the best cameras on the market, especially for these types of videos. It is very compact and it's easy to travel with. And I'm using a Rode mic. It just plugs straight into the camera. I actually bought it as a bundle set. And then it is on like a 3-leg tripod. Having a tripod is super important because you want your stuff to be steady. In terms of lighting, I have got these Godox Lightmans. So these are also LED panel lights. It does come with a diffuser, and on the back you can see that it does have different settings depending on what you need. It can be dimmed and it can be changed from cool to warm. The light I'm currently using is the second one, and it's currently on charge as we're talking. They are rechargeable, so I'm able to use it even if we have load shedding, but these are also portable. I can travel with them. But then if I am using my phone, I do have a portable tripod for that as well. I just got it on Shein. It does move and swivel as well, and it comes with a light. It is Bluetooth as well. I do edit now on my computer, and someone asked me how do I edit on my computer instead of the phone. I now have a card reader, just a super simple Volcano card reader that I got from Incredible Connection. You just put your SD card straight in there and then plug it into the computer, and that way I can edit on CapCut. I love this question because it was actually an accident of how I got into makeup. I only started really wearing makeup when I was like, I don't know, like 19, 20, 21. Even my matric dance, I didn't really wear makeup. I was going clubbing with my friends and like we'd all wear makeup. So I decided to like start buying makeup. I literally just fell in love with all the different like ideas and the different things you can do with makeup. The more I started to play with it, the more I realized that I kind of had skills. Fast forward to one of our mutual friends, like 21st, he had a dress up party and Darren and I went as Laugh of Park and I was the tiger. You guys, I'd never done anything like that before, and to be honest, I don't think I did that bad. Here's the photo for reference, like considering I didn't know how to do anything, like this took me like 3 hours to do. From that moment, I decided to like invest my time and try to figure out if I could do like special effects, specialized art on my face. But yeah, definitely in terms of brands, that is a hard one because every brand that I've worked with like has an incredibly special place in my heart. But I have to say, Essence will always have that special place. Essence, Catrice, and the Cosmetics SA family, they were the first people to ever reach out to me and like want to work with me, considering that I really did not know what I was doing. I don't think you guys understand. Like it was actually embarrassing how bad my stuff was back then. But they reached out and they really saw the potential in me. I'm still working with them to this day. Lately, working with W7, from that first message, the communication has just been like we were friends. I know that if I had to meet the W7 lady like in person, I just know that we'd be friends. If I lived closer to her, like we'd actually hang out. So I definitely love working with W7 as well, and I'm so excited to see where that relationship goes. In terms of social media like goals or aspirations, I really want to get to the point where I actually can make this my full-time job. Being a social media person or like an influencer, it's really hard to make money. You don't have a steady income, and it is doable, but I'm really hoping I can get to the point where I can just become so well known that I can just do this like full time, because I genuinely just love creating. I just love creating. It like fills me with so much joy. But then that also brings in the second question of if I do have a full-time job. So my full-time job is actually teaching online as an English teacher. I'm very grateful that I do have that as my main source of income. This is such an amazing question. Now that I'm turning 30, my core values are definitely like more solidified. I know it might like sound so lame or cringe or whatever. Like I genuinely just believe in being a good person. I'm still a firm believer in just being like as kind as you possibly can be to like other people. I really don't get why people are so mean all the time, or like why you want to be mean to other people. We should try be as nice and as helpful as we possibly can be. But in saying that, now that I've gotten older, I do believe that boundaries definitely something that we need to keep in mind. This also extends to like me being a cruelty-free content creator. This goes into like my morals and like my core values and stuff. And there are so many people that are unnecessarily mean to me just because I won't use other products and I won't review it for them, or they think that I'm trying to tell people like what to buy instead of buying other stuff. Meanwhile, I just believe that there's no point in having to harm animals. Through my values and the way that I create my videos, like I can help people see what is and isn't cruelty-free. Like I'm definitely going to do that, and I think it's so important to like spread that message where we can. Because the thing is, if you don't stand for what you actually believe in and you're willing to bend your boundaries and your morals, what's the point of telling anybody like to believe or trust in what you're saying? This one is also super hard because I was the biggest pushover in my 20s. Oh my word, I would have done anything and everything to be accepted, and I finally come to the point now that I'm turning 30, like I genuinely didn't have to be like that. I just hope that I can give you some wisdom and wise words now that I am older. When you're in your 20s, it is the weirdest time, because like you're finally an adult, like you are, but you still feel like a baby. So when you have to make like decisions, it's so hard because you genuinely don't know if you're doing the right thing. Take those risks, and if it feels right within you, like you are doing the right thing and you know your gut feelings, and only you can decide whether something is right or wrong. Trust your instincts and trust that you are right in your decisions, and they are going to pay off because you know yourself better than anybody else. If you want to do something that you love, it's always going to be worth it, even if other people don't understand. I have had so many people who are like, ew, you're gonna be an influencer, like ew, you call yourself an influencer, like that's so lame. excuse me, now they're literally begging me for like free products. Bye. You're not even in my life anymore, so please don't act like we're friends. Trying new things. I don't like trying new things because it's very hard for me. I'm just not one of those people. But when you try new things, it is like genuinely one of the best things you can ever do. When you do, it's quite crazy to realize how many things you're missing out on when you actually start to do these new things. There are so many amazing things that come out of it. I moved countries, I moved continents, I started learning new languages, I made so many friends overseas, and like I've done so many things that even in my 20s I was like, oh my word, like I actually did those. When I think back to it, trying like a new style, changing your hair, there's so many fun things that you can do. Also, to like add to that, like genuinely makes you grow as a person. When I lived in Thailand, opened my eyes to so many things in the world. I can't believe how much stuff I learned. We live in such a closed society until you start learning from other people, from other places. Your mind will be so blown once you allow yourself to be open-minded in those spaces. Last question, and it's just going back to the influencing a little bit. In terms of events, I have actually only been to 2 events in my entire life because Durban gets nothing. I have been invited to so many events in Joburg. Brands, if you want to fly me to Joburg in Cape Town, like I'll never say no. But when I did go to the Essence and the Sorbet events, I genuinely started prepping like a week before. I definitely think if you are going to events or you know something is coming up, definitely start prepping like a few days to a week before. I literally plan my outfit, especially I try it on and I make sure that I've kind of got an idea for my makeup. I also like to know exactly where it is so that if I'm driving myself or I have to go by myself, I can get there and I don't feel like lost or panicked, and I like plan my time accordingly. I know I didn't answer all of the questions, but I wanted to keep this video like shorter, and I just wanted to thank you all so much. This was my first YouTube video. I'm definitely going to try and make them better like as I go, obviously. Definitely give me some suggestions of what you guys want to see on the channel. I love getting suggestions from you guys because I like to make the videos for you. I'm already so excited to make the next video, so make sure you have subscribed and get ready for that one. Bye!